So odds are you probably clicked on this video because you're not an aspiring bodybuilder and you don't want to count every macro, track your calories, and you don't want to overall have that strict feeling of going to hang out with your friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, and you're at a restaurant and how do you put that meal in your macros? Or which meal are you able to get so you can hit that certain amount of calories? And I'm here to show you basically there is that lifestyle of not tracking your macros and living the life of freedom you're supposed to have. And I was able to do it. I've never tracked my macros. I've never counted a calorie, and I'm still able to have the physique that I enjoy, or not only have the physique that I enjoy, but also perform better in my calisthenics, marathons, handstand push-ups, one-arm handstands, front lever muscle-ups. I've hit the 1,000-pound club, and I've done all that without macro tracking, living life, having the favorite foods that I'm able to have. And I'm here to show you by using these simple systems that got me to where I was able to get.
Okay, so I have a presentation on how to actually not track your macros and simply enjoy life, all done while fueling for performance. So maybe you want to hit a PR on some lifts, some runs, maybe calisthenics goals, handstands, muscle-ups, whatever the case may be, but also get the physique that you want, or just by getting in shape, all done through simplicity. And that's just going to be shown through this presentation. So I'm going to tell you first, the main problem with macro tracking and why it fails. It's just not sustainable long term. You're not going to want to do this for the rest of your life, and you want to go have fun, go out eat with your friends, travel, whatever events that may be. Are you going to actually bring a scale and track your food, or do you want to actually have systems in place to allow you to enjoy the stuff that you want to do? And I understand if you want to track it for like a week or two just to understand the concept of macro tracking, or not macro tracking, the grams of protein, carbs, and fats, that's fine. And also, if you like macro tracking, like I'm telling you not to do it. I'm just here to show you that there is a way out of macro tracking, and you can also get results with it without macro tracking. So before we get really into it, I just want to show you a common mistake that people make when it comes to losing weight. If you want to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit, right? Most people approach it the wrong way. They'll eat clean Monday through Friday. When Friday night comes around, they'll eat bad, DoorDash some food, get hungover. Next day they're hungover, they'll DoorDash more food, and they'll just end up in a calorie surplus or calorie maintenance, and they'll wonder why they'll never lose weight. And I'm not here to tell you there's how to track your calories or take your calories away. I'm here to show you or understand the concept of being in a calorie deficit and just be a little bit more intentional throughout the week and weekends when it comes to losing weight. So, eating whole foods. How do I actually eat whatever I want? Take the 80-20 approach. 80% of the time, eat clean whole foods. 20% of the other time, you can eat whatever you want. Ice cream, burgers, chicken tenders, whatever. But 20% actually has to be 20%. But also, be a little bit more intentional about it. If you want to go out and eat some foods that you want, just don't go crazy every time with the 20%. Don't eat something that's going to completely wreck your gut health every single time. It's fine here and there, just not every single time. And within the other 80%, eat more real food. Steak, fish, actual single ingredient foods. They hydrate you more, they recover you better, and they just overall have more micronutrients. And avoid the foods that have low fat, high protein products, snacks, or food that have 1,000 ingredients. They destroy your gut health, inflammation, and makes you feel tired and garbage overall. So simply eat more real food. Now for protein, eating more protein, meats, I don't track it, I'm just aware of it. Every person needs 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per body weight a day. So like me, I'm 160 pounds, so I need 145 to 160 grams of protein a day. And if you just increase your protein, that could solve a lot of your problems. Take mental notes on how you actually feel after foods. Like if protein bars, if they make you feel like crap, avoid it the next time. If you're eating beef and eggs and they make you feel great and you're not having a midday crash, eat more of that often. You're going to feel better. It's just very simple and very effective. And don't buy shitty food. You don't want to have them where you can see them, where you can easily snack on them. You want to avoid them. Now, if you think whole foods are like these high protein, low fat products, that's not what I mean. I mean single ingredient foods. Those kind of products are terrible for your gut health and your inflammation. And that's the foods we want to avoid if we want to actually get the results that we want. Okay, so daily weigh-in. You can either track your foods or track your weight, but there needs to be some kind of notice of change to know if you're actually progressing. Tracking your weight on the scale every day for the day before of you actually eating clean and doing your lifts or your cardio, whatever, and the next day you weigh in and you lose weight, you know you're actually progressing. You know the foods you've ate, you know the workouts you've done, and you know how to actually progress and to go actually make progress. By stepping on that scale every day and you're losing a little bit again, you'll know that you're actually winning. And you want to have that mindset of visualizing your win, because then you're going to be addicted to winning, right? If you're not losing weight, then you'll know what to actually tweak. What foods did you eat? Did you eat like garbage? Then you'll know to not have that again. If you're eating too much food or if you skipped a workout, whatever the case, just take these mental notes so you know how to actually progress. Okay, so daily habits. Daily habits are kind of important. Not kind of, they're actually pretty important. But snacking, coffee that has milk and syrup, those are extra calories that you probably don't need if you're trying to lose weight. And they add up over time. Adding milk or syrup, that is like about 100 to 200 calories. That is about over 700 calories throughout the week. And that might mess up your calorie deficit game. By removing those things that give you extra calories can actually help you progress faster. And I'm not telling you to cut out every single calorie. I'm just telling you to understand this simple concept of what little things that you do through your day-to-day life that can actually help you progress. Okay, so next is movement. If you want to cut, you gotta be moving your body. Can you lose weight without it? Absolutely. But you gotta be on this strict diet, and odds are you don't want to be on a strict diet, because I don't recommend it. You got to eat a lot less, and it's just completely unhealthy. But you got to be moving your body, lifting, walking, running, pickleball, whatever physical sport. Those are all calories burned, and moving daily just makes you feel good overall. You got blood flowing throughout your body, blood that is filled with micronutrients that you just ate. Those help with your muscles to recover if you're looking to build muscle. But if you're cutting, daily movement is so important. 30 minutes of walking, lifting for 4 times a week if you want to lose fat and build muscle. Now, if your excuse is time, replace some of the stuff that you do. If you work from home, you can buy a walking pad and use a walking pad to walk for 30 minutes. Or if you use a lot of screen time, watch a bunch of TV shows and just replace some of that by walking with some headphones, listen to some podcasts or some music that you enjoy. And next thing you know, you're already done walking. Now, I'm not telling you to lift like 7 times a week or walk every day, but doing some lifts here and there help you build muscle, helps with the blood flow, especially walking. That is another one. But, also play some pickleball, play some other sports, and just to have fun and enjoy it. Okay, so next is identity. You have to understand what the new version of you is doing so that you can actually apply some of the things that he is doing into your own life right now. Someone who is actually performing to lift, run, what does he do on a day-to-day basis to get the results that he has? Take some of those things and apply it to your own life. Does he wake up every day at 7 a.m.? Does he work out before or after he goes to work? Does he completely eat a strict diet, or does he eat every time whatever he wants? What is it that he does that makes him have the results that he has? You can't become the new version without getting rid of the old. And I understand, I've done it before. I've went to the gym and locked in for like a week or two. Then I self-sabotaged myself. I'm sure you might relate. And I would just start going eat whatever I want, miss a gym a couple times now. And then all of a sudden I will lock back in, and it will just be a repeat cycle of feeling good, feeling bad, feeling good, feeling bad, and gym, not gym, gym, not gym. And I'll just end up on this almost roller coaster or failure loop. And that comes from the old identity I have for myself. So I have to apply the new identity of what he actually does in order to get the results that he wants, and understanding that 2.0 version of himself. What steps would he take? Okay, so the last thing is consistency. And I'm sure you know this. If you don't have this, there's no point of doing all this. Without being consistent, you can't get the results that you want. You can't be consistent for a week. You can't be consistent for 2 weeks. You got to be consistent for at least a couple months, and that's where results change. And I tell my clients, it's going to be a roller coaster. They're going to have temptations. They're going to have that little devil in the back of their mind of them failing or whatever the case may be. But they have to zoom out, or you actually have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture of actually how to get results. And that is done through consistency through a couple of months, not a couple of weeks. For example, I crushed 2 burgers, 2 fries, a milkshake last week. But the week before, I was super dialed in before a marathon race. And I still have the physique I have because I actually look at the bigger picture and I look at it with intent of actually eating real food, tracking my weight, looking at my stacking throughout the week, and I make it impossible to fail. And that doesn't mean working out every day or running every day. Just move your body and enjoy it. Step into that new identity you actually want, right? Step into something that's full of energy, shredded, having fun and enjoying life. And over time, you'll get there through consistency. So basically, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it helps. If you have any questions, reach out on Instagram and I'll answer back, and links in the description. I just want to see you win. So I'll see you in the next one.